This video is going to explain the art history portion of this two-phase project, and with this one we focus on surrealism. So surrealism, the foundation of it was founded in Paris in 1924 by André Breton. This movement was based around qualities of a rational and unconscious mind, so basically anything that doesn't make sense and it really puts you in a dreamscape. It was meant to be uh, liberate through language and human experiences about the boundaries of rationalism. So surrealism wanted to push those boundaries and just capture the irrational. So irrational thinking, irrational images, and rational just in general. Breton himself had studied psychiatry and the writings of Sigmund Freud. He was particularly interested in the idea that the unconscious mind, which produces dreams, was also the source of artistic creativity. He was a devoted Marxist. He intended surrealism to be a revolutionary movement capable of unleashing the minds of the masses from the rational order of society. So, surrealism is foundation in being irrational. The whole point is to think less about the results so that the subconscious can be expressed or manifested. So you're focusing more on with surrealism, you're focusing more on just like dreams and the unconscious mind rather than your rational thinking and rational mind. So many surrealists recognize that the representation of an actual appearance might create connections for the viewer to be felt deeply. An unconscious reality revealed itself. So they put images that you can recognize into their paintings to maybe unlock something in your unconscious. Artists like Dali and the Belgian painter Rene Magritte created hyper-realistic dreamlike versions that are windows into a strange world beyond the wakings of life. So this is Magritte's La Clairvoyance from 1936, which is a painting of a bird in flight while it looks like an egg is sitting on top of the table, suggesting a dreamscape, or a hallucinatory state. So he showed this work of art where the artist is painting a bird while looking at an egg. So that connection between the bird and the egg are present, and this could be the artist is dreaming or you are dreaming and watching this artist, but something does not make sense, which just captures surrealism. Another artist who is a surrealist artist was Frida Kahlo. And Frida Kahlo was most popular for her shocking surrealist paintings. She tackled themes like identity and the human body and death. She explored her identity of her background. She was part Hungarian and part Spanish and Native American. From a young age, Frida Kahlo suffered from polio, which left her chronically impaired. And then later in her life, she was also involved in a bus accident, which left her with a long recovery and almost 30 medical operations. During this time is when she found her love for painting and her love for art. So she studied the old masters, and then when she recovered, she began to start her relationship with Diego Rivera, who was a muralist artist who had a large impact on her art. So Frida Kahlo wasn't much of a painter before she was impaired medically and she was stuck in a bed. She would just sit and paint from her hospital bedroom, which is what you see in that picture. And she is commonly described of like her laying in her bed and having paint just all over her because she would paint like you see in the picture, and have it upright so that the painting is literally like falling on her, so that she can paint. And she chose to paint these things about like her female identity and just a human identity in general. So I brought up the mention of Diego Rivera because this is the painting that this project is based off of, and it includes him. So Frida Kahlo changed herself to best fit her on again, off again husband, Diego Rivera. He wanted a traditional Mexican housewife, while Frida wanted to resemble her European side as well, just not her Hispanic side. This painting of two Fridas demonstrates one in a European dress and one in a Tahuna attire, which Riviera preferred. She showed her feeling of being split, with the heart clearly visible connecting the two Fridas together through some veins. The Frida on the left is also shown cutting an artery with blood leaking onto her white dress. Diego and Kahlo were married and divorced many times before her early death at the age of 47. So this artwork shows two sides of one person. So the two sides of Frida Kahlo, the one who wanted to please her husband and be this traditional Mexican wife for her, but then the other side who she truly wanted to be, which is both the combination of a traditional Hispanic wife with Native American and then some Hungarian descent. So she chose to represent that through attire and then show the connection of the two between some veins connecting them. So we're taking inspiration from that, from the showing of two different sides of a human being connected in one through this work of art with the two faces.